Hey dental fans, Dr. Rich here, teaching you about dentistry and teeth so that you can have a very nice smile. In today's video, I'm going to show you some of the tools that dentists use to remove dental crowns and bridges. So these tools I'm going to show you were more commonly used back in the days of all gold and porcelain fused to gold crowns. Those types of crowns were usually cemented with older cements that weren't as strong as modern cements. Nowadays, it's more common for dentists to use all ceramic crowns and bridges. Crown remover tools don't work as well on them, and they usually need to be cut off with a dental drill. The first crown remover is a fairly simple one called the Richwil crown remover. It looks like a piece of candy. You place one piece in hot water for a minute or two to soften it up a little bit. Don't let it get too hot because it won't be as sticky. Then you place the material on the crown or bridge you want to remove and have the patient bite down on it to compress it a bit. As the patient is biting down on the Richwil crown remover, spray it with some water from the air-water syringe to cool it down. Once it's cooled down, have the patient open their mouth, and I'm quoting from the instructions, quickly and forcefully. Hopefully the crown or bridge comes loose. You may need to repeat the process a few times to get the crown or bridge loose. The downside to using the Richwil crown remover is that if you have a situation where the tooth opposite the crown you're trying to remove has a crown or a filling, you may end up removing the wrong crown. Also, you shouldn't use it on periodontally weak teeth. You may end up hurting a tooth. I have this box of old Richwil crown removers that came with my office back when I bought the practice. I've never tried using them on a patient. The second type of crown and bridge remover is called a Morrell crown remover. It looks like a small version of a slide hammer that is used by body shops to pull dents out of cars. It consists of a handle with a weight and three interchangeable tips. The idea is to hook a tip underneath the edge of the crown or underneath part of the dental bridge, then slide the weight on the handle to hammer the crown or bridge loose. The tapping on the crown or bridge is supposed to break the cement seal and help you remove the crown or bridge. You have to be very careful using this instrument since you need to make sure that the impact is directed in the proper orientation. If you impact the force sideways, you may damage the tooth underneath the crown or bridge. I have used this instrument to remove temporarily cemented temporary bridges and temporary crowns. Most people do not like the sensation at all. There is even an air-powered version of this type of crown and bridge remover. The one I have was made by Dent Corp. It's similar to the Morrell, except it uses air power to slide the weight. The power level is adjustable. At high power levels, it would be very easy to damage the tooth underneath. It also comes with interchangeable tips and even some wire. The wire was supposed to be used for looping around a dental bridge in a couple of places, so that the force is spread out more evenly. People hate this machine, even more than the regular slide hammer version. Using it on the lowest power setting, I was able to remove a couple of bridges that had gotten loose on one end. Otherwise, the patient would have needed to have a new bridge made. It's been years since I've used either type of crown remover. Since dental implants have become more mainstream, I rarely see long span fixed bridges anymore. The last type of crown remover I can show you is called a Wham Key. This device was gentler to the patient, but a little bit more destructive to the crown or bridge. The tool is basically a very small pry bar that works by twisting it. First, you drill a hole in the side of the crown you want to remove. The hole needs to be a little bit below the biting surface of the crown. You're trying to insert the Wham Key in the space between the top of the tooth and the inside of the crown. Then, by twisting the Wham Key, it will force the crown up and off the tooth. That's the theory, and usually it works. Occasionally it won't. My number 1 size Wham Key is a bit bent, and I had to throw out my number 2 size Wham Key when it broke. Also, if the metal of the crown is thin, it will bend instead of lifting the crown. If you use a Wham Key on a porcelain fused to metal crown, you are guaranteed to break the porcelain off of it, either when you drill the access hole or when you twist the Wham Key to remove the crown. Anyone watching ever experience one of these crown and bridge removal tools? How was it? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.